Hello and welcome one and all to An Unlikely Tale, The Barons of Thea. Based in the world of Thea, where we use a combination of D&D 5th edition, Pathfinder 1st edition, a dash of homebrew, and a sprinkling of the classic Rule of Cool. Tonight will be the continuation of the journey of choice and consequences. And perhaps we'll have a little fun along the way. As you can plainly hear, our party is already quick at work trying to roll up all their bad luck. They may inadvertently burn it into nothing but misfortune if they're not careful. I see that nice 40 there. That could have been a clutch one. That could have been a clutch one. But anyway, note that this is a mildly grimdark adventure filled with some various hardships, shenanigans, and foolhardy hijinks, if you can't tell already. So if you have a low constitution score like Silas, you may want to grab some advantage for those saves. As much as I'd like to chat more, I think I should let my players out of their cage. It seems like they're getting a little restless.
I get what
Hi,
Dino was
guys.
saying. I get what Dino was saying.
Oh.
We're just nerds because
Hey,
we use the nerds.
what's going on?
Oh,
hi,
Silas.
Yeah, okay.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
We aren't talking about nerds.
Anything important. We're talking about nerds.
We're talking about nerds.
Wait, do I have any money?
What?
I don't know, do you?
Oh
Do you?
yeah, Silas, how much money did I take from the cash register?
Split it with Pyre.
I
Split it
forgot
with
about
Pyre.
that.
Do it.
I don't think I'll split it with anyone. I like money.
You stole $536.68 dillions, pardon me.
How
And
much?
68 cents.
536?
They're basically dollars.
536 cents. $536 dillions, 68 cents.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
that. Okay, I got that in my
Is my
inventory
character
now.
supposed to
What is
start
that
with
in gold?
Oh.
My character's gonna try eating it. I'm sorry.
No, it's in my pocket.
Was my character
Okay,
supposed to
and-
start?
Strange
Oh, I almost
sends
put-
their
I
love,
almost
by
just-
the way.
Love you, Strange.
Thank you.
Hey, you let me in for you. Get better, not get better.
All right. So-
Moving.
Get back soon.
Let's bring a little bit of more
There you
order
go,
into
there
all
you
of
go.
this. One at a time. Questions before we get started.
Oh, I have one. Was my character supposed to start with money?
I mean, you could, but as far as you're concerned, in this world, it's worthless.
Okay, but like, listen, we can go to like a bank and give him the
Oh,
gold
yeah.
pieces.
I'd be like, what are we supposed to do with this gold?
I'm
not-
Exactly, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, these are gold."
I mean, you can definitely
we
try.
We're not going to a bank. We're going to a pawn shop.
You can definitely try. You
Yeah.
can definitely try. I won't deny that.
The gold.
That's something.
It's interesting to
Yeah, we
see
can
what
go
will
like to a
happen.
to
jeweler
try.
or something. A
Yep.
gold worker. I don't
Okay.
fucking know.
So, if you do have starting gold, I guess keep note of that. With that said, any other questions, concerns before we get started?
Oh yeah, I have.
Bust down needs
What
no
were we
gold.
supposed to? What were we supposed to figure out over the last week?
Oh my
This is a very bad time to be asking.
god. Our game
Just
plan.
a
What
game
are we
plan,
gonna
yeah.
do? Where are we gonna stay?
We could sleep in the street.
My character will not. want
Yeah,
to
let me
do
shove
that.
a golem up a tree. I think we
Don't
can do
worry,
it.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, but shove a workhorse up there.
Yeah, the mansion.
no. Where is it?
Right?
Shit, give me a moment. Oh, that too.
Oh.
Silas.
Oh.
What's up?
Can you also let me know when it's been an hour since we like went through the whole like little entrance thing?
Give me a second.
Like
Oh,
a rough
sin-
time?
Since you've arrived through the rift into Thea?
No, since
Oh.
we got to the city.
Yeah, because
Oh.
Pyre consumed someone and became them.
Yeah.
Right,
actually,
right.
it's
Oh,
been there
right,
for an
right.
hour.
Oh, yeah.
Correct,
And
correct.
that goes away.
You ate
I got
someone?
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
One of the dead body. Oh, that. Oh, wait. Never
You gotta
mind.
be good.
don't worry, guys. Don't worry,
Remember?
everyone. I got
I
this.
Surely
remember.
still have no
I got it.
drawback.
You ate someone, bro.
One of the first things.
I raped.
Happens.
Well, great.
That's not the right thing. That doesn't say the right thing. What? That's funny though.
Happens.
Happens.
Happened.
Anyway, that's what my question's done for.
All right. Anybody else?
Oh wait, no,
Think
that's what
so.
it is. It's this.
Oh, I have a question. So I have this item. Hold on.
It's
This item. What would it be up to exalted, or would it be like awakened, sleepy? I don't.
Depends on the rarity you picked it at.
Legendary.
Yeah, it
says
would-
Legendary.
Then it would probably be. Link it to me real quick. Over
I put
DMs?
it in the DMs. Oh God, where's the link? Kamikaze, where you sent it to
It's
me.
okay if you don't have it in the DMs. Did you link it in the chat?
Here it is. Actually, yeah.
Oh,
Copy
perfect.
link.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, there we go.
Pasta's so good, bro.
Pasta.
Real.
I get more coffee.
I have the link here too. Got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
did
it
send
would
you the
currently
link,
be awakened.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, fun.
Thank you.
Exalted is the next step up.
All right,
Artifact
that's what
rarity.
we're working towards then.
actually. Oh, I didn't know Exalted was an artifact. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I just want to say the random Pyrie ate was dead before they ate their flesh.
Yeah. I think that
It
should
counts
be.
as eating them. It counts as eating them.
Yeah.
You guys ready for the recap?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. When last we'd left off, our group of would-be barons had gathered at one of the countless military campsites scattered across the dark below. This one, under the specific charge and leadership of Nicodemus Archelon, 5th Prince of the Scarlet King. Here they received their new orders and mission to weaken and eventually drag the world of Thea to the dark below, that it might serve the ends of the king. And, given sparse supplies and a handler by the name of Abel Aurelian, they are sent off through a rift to their intended quarry. Arriving in a chaotic whirl of magics and crashing vehicles. Seeing the devastation wrought, they waste little time, slaying all of the bystanders present and stealing one of the worn-down vehicles, a large van. They set off down the road towards the nearest settlement, a city called Oyo, and glean some information, a full tank of gas, and the register within a local gas stop along the way. Continuing down the road, they eventually see the city ahead, a high-walled, heavily guarded, and rather modern-looking monument amongst the yawning, seemingly infinite wasteland they had seen thus far. And slipping in stealthily, they idly ride through some of the various districts within, pulling over and parking in a dark alleyway as they take a moment to decide their next move. The gentle hum of the vehicle idles and dies as the keys are turned and the vehicle comes to a rest. You currently find yourselves within a 15-foot wide, 40-foot long alleyway, careening between two busy intersections. Currently, it appears that you are idled, and nobody seems to pay you much mind, as you're rather ragtag bunch of it would-be barons. Sit in the vehicle, taking in the sights you have seen thus far. And as they sit there, what do they do? What are they doing? And what are they discussing?
What are we
Here
gonna
we
do?
go.
First things first.
Yes.
We should probably have a base of operations, huh? But
True.
where?
Sleep on
I
the
don't
street.
know.
I
That's
Shouldn't just
also a
sleep on the
possibility. I used to sleep in trees.
Yo, Pyrie
But I
talking?
don't think there's any
I think
trees
we have
here.
a few ideas.
Sorry. No, I get it.
That
I pay attention good to
is
my
a first.
character.
I have never heard that before. What?
Pyrie
When
will
did they
talk
speak?
sometimes. It just won't be often.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But we'll need to find a place if we're going to want to, what's the word? Sink the world.
True. But the question is
Where? Because we're new to this world. We might want to ask some people around, but that's the thing, we might arouse suspicion.
Yeah.
Because, like, nudges over at Dr. Bust Down.
What do you mean?
No, I don't mean anything, trust me. You just look a little interesting for your surroundings.
What about the
This is
walking
nice.
turret? I don't.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about
Yeah,
that.
that's the slightly
We don't
more
talk about
concerning of the two.
You don't
Yeah,
talk
I'd
about
say that one's a little more
Forgot about that little one.
little.
We could look into
I
see
don't
what.
know. How
Okay.
tall is it?
Taller than me. And I'm like
Never
6
mind,
feet.
the not little one, the big guy.
What's up? Yeah, that's my sibling right there,
Yep.
Yeah, that is your sibling.
right? Right,
Yeah.
Nemi?
Yeah, I would.
Nemi just
Well, it's
stares.
This is like a little tap on the shoulder.
Nemi's just staring.
Real.
Okay.
But
We have a very interesting dynamic, unfortunately.
We should have a base operation.
Yeah.
We should try to find at least somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
sure.
City this big, there's
Is
gotta
there
be
is there
at least
like a
some abandoned
recreational
places,
area anywhere?
abandoned
What-
buildings,
what-
maybe.
Abandoned buildings, that's true. There's gotta
Yeah,
be.
that too. We had a few of those.
Or
in my
soon to be
world.
abandoned.
Oh,
Exactly.
As a last resort for now.
But we're
Uh,
we're in the moment. We're in the moment right now. So yeah.
If that is what is wanted, that can be done.
that's true.
It most likely won't have to come down to that.
I hope not. Not right now, at least. That's later. That's later.
Yeah. Better off not drawing attention to our.
Exactly.
You speak wisdom. Go forth, bring me one of their innocent. I will rend their knowledge.
So true.
Not to Abel. We'll do
Right.
that right now.
That's something you can do.
Of course. It's Abel.
How are we gonna do that? Are we just gonna pick someone off of the street, or?
Yeah. It's not
Okay.
that hard.
Okay.
You can just go up to
Yeah,
someone.
I can do that.
Persuade
Oh
them.
wait.
Pyrie's just gonna start clapping at the thought of adopting a child.
Oh,
Whoa.
Maybe not a child.
Whoa. Maybe not that way. I would prefer someone else.
I don't know about that one.
Maybe someone old. Old
Yeah,
people
maybe
usually
someone
have.
The older,
You
You
older
guys
stars,
don't know
you know,
when
it's gonna
Pyrie's
have.
thinking about a child.
The older, the
Yeah.
more knowledge, which I think would be more helpful.
The older, the more worthless they
just
are
like
to
a-
society as a whole.
perception check.
That too.
If there's anyone around currently.
They won't be missed. Trust me.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Damn.
Damn.
As Lorelei attempts to survey their surroundings, peering both before them and through the rear windshield of the vehicle, you can see that the streets appear to be very busy. The idle passerbyers discuss amongst each other excitedly. Some walk with purpose. Others seem to be kind of seeing the sights. As thus far, your experiences with this world lead you to believe that cities of this nature are far and few between.
I see.
Hmm.
But just like, at random, it's up to you who we choose.
What if
I'm
we
up
pick
to-
the wrong person? What if we pick the the wrong, like, you know, like?
We try again.
Oh,
We could ask around as a starter.
that's true.
I just want to check something.
Like, maybe there is a merchant of some sort. Or maybe a tavern?
True. You're right. We
True,
could
I
look
can-
at that.
I can give them a fun little show.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm sure they'll like my music.
Exactly.
I hope so.
Pyrie's
I'm
gonna
sure
give a
they
thumbs
will.
down.
Dumpster.
Don't listen to that one.
It matters not who you bring, be they young or old. I merely need what is in their mind.
Makes sense, makes sense. So maybe someone middle, like, what's the word? Maybe someone that looks around my age. So, an adult?
So like a adult kind of, not too old.
Maybe some, not someone too old. They're simple minded, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Then we'll find someone like that then. Yeah.
Yeah. Problem is, where? We should be able to find someone easily, right?
I mean, they're probably walking around the street.
The sound
Anyone
of
good
a
with-
truck pulling up the far end of the road, parking up, and its inhabitants hopping out, setting to work, performing some sort of task at the alleyway's end behind you.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Well,
We
one of those
could
people-
grab them.
We could. Can
You
my
just let me
character?
know.
Yeah. Can
If you need
character? Can character? Can Bear tries like flagging them down? Like stick around out and be like, "Hey, we're like people that need help. Come here, please."
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Taking a moment, you stick your hand out of the window of the car, waving it animately as you attempt to flag down the workers at the far end. They seem to be busy, and your voice doesn't really carry over the din of the city around you.
Very- Oh,
Do
man.
this a slightly more difficult way then.
Yeah.
We're in a moving car, right?
No.
No,
we're
you're
hard.
parked in
We're
the
parked.
alleyway.
We could get out
Bear
and
Bear
try
is going to
speak
jump
to
out the
them.
car and run at them.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe not run so
oh,
fast.
yeah. Oh, okay.
I'll follow, but like
Yeah.
I'm not running.
Oh, also. Realize I cannot do so.
I will wait here. When you find
Got it.
one, bring them to me.
Fair
You got
like
it,
gives like
Abel.
a thumbs up.
Would you like me to follow?
If you want to.
Maybe not the best idea for a moment.
Okay.
Pyrie's gonna stay with Abel and Doctor.
Less people, the better.
Down.
Beat.
Just wait.
That's
Not my name.
That's when Dr. Bustdown's
It's
attacking.
okay.
And so, Lorelei is sold. Pyrie stays.
Pyrie stays.
Fair.
And so,
And just
I guess
Joy.
it's us three.
Yeah.
Joy's
Joy
not-
isn't.
Joy is
that's
Joy is
Strange's
Strange's
character.
character.
True.
I am
Okay,
not
yes, got
going.
you.
I'm staying.
You got it.
We shall keep the car.
So
warm.
Lorelei, Isolde, and Fair all hop out from the car and make their way down the alleyway. As you do so, the sounds of passerbys' voices draw in close and fill your ears. Drawing close enough, you're able to see the two workers at the far back end of the truck. Its current interior appears to be open, and they seem to be unloading its stock onto a trolley.
I see.
Can we see what they're unloading?
They appear to be pallets of various merchandise. Most of it is packaged, so you can't see what's inside of it. But it seems to be quite a bit of merchandise.
Guys, we could sell it. We become the merchants.
We could. Yeah, but we don't
What
really
if we
need money
took
here,
their
though.
place?
Wait.
We could take their place.
I don't
true.
think that
Thing is,
would.
they don't seem like they have much contribute. Fuck. Contribution. Is that the right word?
Yes.
Okay, contribution to society. Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Okay,
hate
so
English.
well, we only really need one though.
And whatever.
That is true, but
Yeah, exactly.
if we were to take one, the other would probably notice.
Oh, I was just saying we kill
That's.
one and take the
Oh.
other.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. How
Or at
many
least
are
knock
there?
him
Just two?
out.
Let's take both, and
Take both?
we can,
Well, okay.
because one might know more than the
I
other.
don't know. Two
That's
would be.
true.
Is there any other people around, or is it just them? I'm assuming there's other people
There's
around, so
quite a
we
few
look a little
people like
obvious.
coming and going as they
Yeah, that's what I figured.
do their
Oh.
business.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's not nighttime, so we can't stage it as they're drunk and we're trying to take them home. So you know, that
It
sounds
is
bad. I'm sorry.
currently 5:30 p.m. This early-ish afternoon, early-ish
Get
evening.
drunk at 5:30. I don't think someone would get drunk that early.
I don't think
some
so.
people would. No.
It's 2 p.m. somewhere.
You're right.
I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do.
Not
We
sure.
could just try to convince them to come with us first.
But they
who's
are
good at
working.
acting dramatic? I'm not good at deception. I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Guys, the person with the best performance
Oh,
is
wait, no,
currently
I am.
in the car.
I'm good at deception, guys. I lied. I got this.
Deception? Okay, I'll trust you.
Oh no, I'm not good at persuasion.
I kind of. I'm good with persuasion, kind of, but
Guys, my
Yeah, I got
charisma's a
deception, that's it.
13.
Mine's a 19, and I'm
My
not good
charisma's
at
a
persuasion.
13.
Sitting here.
mine's a 20.
Alright,
This
you
car is pretty
guys,
comfortable.
you guys got this.
What am I
If you guys
saying?
need any help, I'll try, but
Wanna try first?
Yeah, I'll try. Fair like walks up to the people and goes like, our vehicle broke down, something like that. It broke down and we need help with it.
Hey, Tommy.
You know?
Hey, Tommy. Tommy. Check this out.
What do you want, Frankie?
The two men look up from what they're doing at Fair, inspecting their rather unceremonious wear.
Hey, look, they look like they dressed up for some type of costume party. What the hell is that all about? I don't know, man. I don't know. We get a lot of weirdos.
Our vehicle. Yeah. We were on our way to a costume party.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Yeah, we were on our way to one of those and our vehicle broke down.
Ah, yeah, that sounds like a really unfortunate situation for you. Ayo!
Hey-ho!
Listen, we just need a little bit of help. We're not great with
we just need a little
vehicles.
bit of help.
I hear this, Frankie. Alright, I'll be right back, alright?
Tommy gets up from his current position and walks over to Fair.
Show me the crap you're dealing with. Let me see it.
Okay, I bring them over to the car. Can one of you guys stay with the other guy?
Yeah.
You guys got this.
And Lorelai stays with Frankie as as Isolde and Fair make their way back down the alleyway. Using line of sight, Lorelai attempts to cast thaumaturgy on the van at a distance. and a thin stream of smoke can be seen emitted from just beneath the hood, secretly stemmed from one of its cornered lips.
Real.
As the
I'm so real for
the
that.
trio approach down the road, down the alleyway.
So, exactly what the heck is the problem?
We
Oh,
aren't very
that's good.
sure. We're not great with cars and all, so we started hearing some noises from the engine, and we had to stop and pull over.
Ah, that's unfortunate. How long you been on the road? I know the trips across the waste can be pretty long.
Pretty long. Yeah, we've come from pretty far from here.
Oh,
Where'd you come from, Dindo?
Uh, um,
I forgot.
Come
Shit.
on!
Beauties.
no, cause that thing is caught. I didn't mean to do that again. Oops.
It's okay. It's okay.
Damn.
It's down south. I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna tell them the exact location.
Yeah.
Because we're to
Let's
tell some
keep
random
it
stranger where we're from.
business, you know.
He eyes you with a air of incredulity as he makes his way to the front of the vehicle. Now able to peer into the windshield, he can see Abel seated in the second to front row, staring forward with that gaunt, terrifying expression on his face before it
Awesome.
curls
Nice.
into a wide, crooked smile.
I love Abel. Abel.
Hey, what the hell is that guy's problem? You walking around here with a
a
corpse?
little wave.
He's sick.
No,
He's
I
sick.
it's
think
part of
I
his-
You one of them damn
He's a little
beauties?
wave.
It's part of the
Costume
costume. We were going
Got-
to a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a costume there you got, bud.
Yeah.
He
He's
does-
really
yeah.
good at it.
He's really yeah.
Really
He's
good.
very into this.
Pyrie is gonna wave from their seat next to Abel.
Whatever you say. All right. You got some tools or something? Pop the trunk pop the hood. Pop the hood for me.
Okay.
Is the other one towards the back of the van right now?
The other one's in the alleyway still.
Or we have one oh yeah. Oh shit.
Pops the hood.
Never mind.
Here you go. Dr. Buzz down just playing with it like, yeah.
One
Real.
second. Candy, I've had to step away, so I'm going to quickly fill her in on what's taken place so
Okay.
far.
Alright.
Okay.
Guys, what if I held personed him and we shoved him into the back of the truck? Or
I was
van?
just gonna grapple him, if anything.
Well, like, what if someone sees us though? They're gonna like call the popo.
It's
you know?
okay.
It's okay.
Hey,
Good
hey,
enough.
hey, doesn't need a chair.
Like, I was trying to
Got
check
me
what
that
spells I
flying
had
big sword, I got
for this, but I had no
Oh, yeah,
spells that
that's
would really help with this.
Hold on, let me see.
Actually, wait.
What the fuck are these?
Why does I was just
Microchest?
random look at the carry sheet.
Actually, never mind. I have an idea. I have an idea.
Why is
You
it?
have an idea?
Nice chocobo mix.
Okay. Still
Yeah.
dandy in. Alrighty, so with the hood popped open on the van, he leans over and begins to inspect the engine.
And I don't really see anything wrong in here. The heck is
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it seems to be
Oh.
in order here. You're like,
I'm still in the alley with the other one, right?
At the head
side.
of you're at like the head of the alleyway
Okay.
as he is still attempting to kind of unload what pallets he can by himself.
I have an idea, actually.
I also have an idea.
Just go
I'm gonna
for
ca-
it, man.
I'm going to wait. Does everything seem fine?
I would teleport him, the one that's in the alley still into the side alley still into the van.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh
Oh.
my.
Oh.
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 Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Give me 1 second.
I was just gonna do something else, but okay.
That works. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't. I don't think that passes. It's a 19
Yeah.
save.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Happens.
One moment he's standing leaned over the front engine compartment of the van. The next minute, he's leaned over one of the interior seats in the van, right next to Abel,
Oh.
whose head
this is
slowly
going to be fun.
turns in the direction of Tommy, and he smiles that unnerving crooked smile again.
He's all yours.
Looks forward and goes, "This is going to be fun."
He's all yours, Abel.
Fair. Just
Anybody
like,
want garlic bread?
Oh, I do.
real. I'll take
Here you
some
go. Have
after
some
the
garlic
main
bread.
course is over.
Thank you.
It may take a second for the roll to forward through.
Hell yeah.
Is Pyre still sitting next to Abel in the car?
Oh.
17. Yeah, they're sitting next to each other. It's Abel's kind of seated like in the middle of the second row. Pyre's to the right, and the Tommy is now to his left. He quickly turns, grabbing Tommy by the face, and then you see some strange glow begin to emanate from not only Abel's hand, but the man's whole head. A strange, pulsating energy that snakes up and into Abel's shoulder and then subsequent his head.
Happens.
Let's see. As he does this, you watch with slight dismay as Tommy slowly begins to wilt and curdle, curling in on himself like a dried out husk as he
Damn.
takes
Oh
24 damage,
Oh.
Oh.
accounting for
damn.
his spell.
I don't
Spell
think you can
attack
non-lethal
modifier.
that.
Yeah, that's what I was
Nor
like.
would Abel.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh. As the poor civilian is reduced to not more than a dried out husk of flappy skin, does Abel
Happens.
release his hold on the skull and it collapse in a kind of limp pile on the seat of the van.
I see.
Should I get the other one?
Bring
Should I
me
get the
Did you learn?
more.
Oh, more.
I guess.
He had a
Pyre's just-
friend. He had a
Pyre's
friend.
just gonna gag and stare at Abel with wide eyes.
Fair
Just a
turns
thumbs
around
up.
and goes to the other guy.
All right. Well,
That was
Time
kind
to
of
pick up
bad.
the other guy.
do we want to grab him or do I want to use Vortex Warp
And
again?
swaying from side to
We
side.
could just grab him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
what Lorelai's about to do.
Laura,
anyway.
yeah, I was gonna say Lorelai's got the arms to do it. Get
Yeah.
him.
Arms too.
Just try and grapple this guy and just cover his mouth. Quickly.
Yeah.
Or just hold his hand. Drag
Yeah.
him.
Oh. Yeah, but he's
make
gonna
an
scream
athletics
when I
check.
do that.
You
Oh,
could
and a
also
sleight of
swing
hand.
in front, but if you do it-
Sleight of hand.
Athletics for the
That's
grapple,
good.
sleight of hand for his mouth.
All right. One of these I'm less
Oh.
concerned about.
You
Oh,
got
that was
to-
actually a shit roll. Damn.
Yeah, that was a
Damn.
fucking
Sleight of
4.
hand.
Holy shit.
Damn.
As you attempt to grapple Frankie, reaching forward as his back is turned, you quickly are able to pull him into a full Nelson. You attempt to cover his mouth with one of your hands, your ungloved one, and he quickly bites down on your fingers, You take
Oh.
Ouch.
2 damage.
Hey, what the hell you think you're doing? Get off of me!
Oh my god.
I want you.
I'm hitting him with a
You
shock
want me?
gauntlet to stun him.
Roll an
Just say
attack.
that.
This is a random ass truck driver, please.
This is
And-
just for non-lethally.
And you withdraw one of your hands quickly, taking your gauntleted palm and pressing it into the base of his spine before unleashing an arc of electricity coursing through not just the gauntlet, but Frankie's entire body as he convulses
Ooh.
and quickly
Open the door,
collapses on the
open the door.
floor. Or goes limp as you still have him in a hold.
You're so real for that.
Ooh.
Damn.
Give me
Which
one
hurt a
second.
bit.
Give me 1 second.
Oh shit.
You manage to do this as there is a slight lull in the foot traffic along the sidewalk, eliciting no suspicious stares or gazes as you slowly pull the now unconscious Frankie into the alleyway where your van is located.
Damn.
Real.
Nice one.
We need to leave. Just start driving while we do this.
And
I
Sarah
just
like
toss
turns
him in the
over
van.
and goes
Yeah.
like, "Nice. I guess you figure you got it.
They're gonna realize real quick that these other people are gone.
Hell yeah." Let's quickly give him the able.
You
Nor did I-
shove the unconscious man into the second seat on top of the now flappy leathery husk that was Tommy.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
limply
kind of gross.
falls
It's not the
onto the
interior.
seat.
It's not the
Barren things.
interior.
And
Happens.
Abel grabs the man by his face before doing as he had before once more.
Come on, I just got this car today.
It's
steal
okay,
another
we'll get
one.
a new one. Don't
Dude,
worry.
Isolde is also like,
I mean, for what it's worth, there's now a box truck parked up the road that nobody's gonna account for anymore.
Yep.
new car? New car?
If
Mhm.
you so chose.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an
exactly.
instant success. I mean, it was just a formality, but for the tracking of my spell slots. That said, Abel does as he had prior, draining the psionic energy and essence from this man, reducing him to
Ooh,
another
fun
leathery
people.
husk.
Wow. Very
Ugh.
over the bag again.
As the last of the essence pours over Abel's mind, his eyes open, those dark, hollowed out husks, and he looks forward and says,
I now know what I must.
I'm glad you do. Still, what's your first
What
person
do you
name?
need to know?
Is there any like abandoned places nearby we can set up at?
Yeah.
Or just places we can...
To the east,
over.
there are slums.
Free real estate.
Exactly, Grace.
We are currently in the market and entertainment district of the city.
I see, I see. We might want to go somewhere a little bit more tuned down. So yeah, maybe maybe something similar to the slums. Because I feel like we might stand out if we go to the slums.
Slums, or if there's like like a storage place, like if we find like a abandoned warehouse maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Kinda.
By like a port or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, squatting is normal in the slums, right?
Probably.
Maybe.
I do not need to squat. I have not squat for years.
Oh, well, that's not the kind of what? Wait, are we talking about the same kind of squatting right now?
Pyrie's just gonna pat Abel on the
I don't
back.
know what's happening.
Dr. Bustdown never knows.
Exactly. I'm just here.
There might be places of refuge within the slums. Do we go
Yeah.
now?
That'll be our first
We
stop, I
might as
guess.
well now.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Okay.
He gestures to those who are outside of the vehicle to close the hood of the car and to return to the interior. As you all funnel back in once more, who's driving?
I'm assuming Dr.
Hello.
Bustdown.
It's still me.
Dr. Bustdown it is.
Got the buzz down in the car. Vroom, vroom,
I don't think anyone else
because,
can drive.
like, where is it?
The Google voice is gonna come out of him now.
Real.
Just the.
In 2 miles, turn left onto.
That's exactly what happens.
Real?
We'll upload like a simple map into like where everything is, and it just becomes like a map GPS segment.
Download Waze under Dr. Bustdown.
We gotta update Dr. Bustdown, guys.
Is he connected to Wi-Fi yet? Like what?
You think we can do that?
It's the Scarlet Web.
Yeah, Scarlet Web with him.
Exactly.
It's the Scarlet connection.
The
Where they're
Wi-Fi, bro. The Scarlet Web and the
Nah, we're
internet.
inventing that. The Scarlet Web. That's it, bro.
Real.
There you go.
All right. As the car roars back to life, does Dr. Bustdown begin to pull out of the alleyway, moving forward down its course, merging onto one of the nearby roads, and heeding the instructions given by Abel,
Turn left.
you continue to make your way deeper and deeper into what you can only describe to be slums on par with the shanty towns outside of the city when you had initially entered. As the vehicle continues its course, you are eventually brought to a large, burnt-out building that looks to be not too dissimilar to a old chapel or church.
Oh.
It's clearly in a great deal of disrepair, but it appears to be that some of its structure remains. And as the van pulls into the front of the yard, drawing to a slow stop, does the party disembark the van at the behest of Abel before being prompted to head within?
I feel like a good idea for all of us would probably be to get some civilian clothes, something to make us not look so out of place.
I'm sure that will work wonderfully if that.
Yeah, at least for some of us it might.
As you all make your way toward the old, burnt-out chapel, the sounds of crows can be heard flying overhead. The idle lapping of the waves from the water in the distance can be heard carrying on the air. Led by Abel, whom pushes open the chapel's still intact doors, do you enter the darkened, dusty interior of what appears to be the forechamber of the chapel.
Oh.
As you enter, to your immediate left, there appears to be 3 doors. To your immediate right, a set of 2. And at the very far end, a single door. Just above it, a staircase leading to a second layer.
This was once a home of faith. But when science began to grow, did faith fall? And places like this, left to rot. This will be our vestige.
Praise garlic bread.
Let's go.
Real.
Seems like a big room like this will really help.
Exactly. We'll pave a way for a
Bring their
new
hopes and
time,
fault.
new era.
God too, with no care for them.
As you're given a moment to explore the space around you, pushing through into the various chambers around, peering into their doorways, you find to the left 3 rather intact rooms, barren of any meaningful furniture, save one and a single wooden chair. On the opposite side appears to be an old mess hall, and just next to it, a study. As you make your way to the opposite side, pushing through that single door, you feel the sudden breeze of cold air pushing in from the coast. Staring forward, you see the main hall of the chapel. Exposed to the elements through holes in the roof above, its upper layer flanked on all sides by a raised platform from which others could look down. And on the far side, at the very end of the chapel's main hall, do you see the altar? Stripped of what finery it once held, desecrated with graffiti, and now a worn out vestige of what once was. Gathering back in the 4-chamber, Abel takes up a seat on one of the far sides of the room.
You must know. Figure out what we will do.
Okay. I'm not. Did you learn anything about the hierarchy of this place, Abel, at all?
Yes. It is a
Tell me about it.
culture built on wealth and decadence.
Ugh.
Ah. The usual.
The
I see.
highest, most powerful, reside within the Diamond District.
Ugh.
The
That-
Diamond District?
That large area we had driven through on our way in.
Ah, I see, I see.
To distract the masses, they separate them into 2 lower classes.
I see.
Those whom reside here in the slums, and those who reside in what is called Slice o' Heaven.
I see. This may seem a little far-fetched, but do you think we could start a revolt?
Oh my god, I was thinking the same thing.
Because there's a lot of separation between all of them, I can tell from that much. So theoretically, I feel like at least the people in the slums, and maybe even the middle class, they would have something at least against the others of the higher class.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Peering
Yep.
into the mind of those 2, I was able to see that your words ring true. Animosity dwells within the deep recesses of their hearts.
I see. The hardest part, though, is how do we play those heartstrings?
We can start a cult.
Oh,
True.
That is true. But the thing is,
You-
if it gets too much in mass,
Don't need any false religions leading
that
this.
too. Hmm.
Quick question, everyone.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's your passive perceptions? One at a
Oh,
time, please.
Passive,
When I have an 11.
passive
13 why?
perception 22.
17.
Oh, how do you get past perception again?
Here, I'll just type it in chat actually.
It can be
'Cause I think
found at the
mine's-
very bottom of your skills.
Yeah, it'll say
I'm
passive.
not sure.
wisdom,
Yeah, just not sure if
perception.
added it right.
I'm pretty
Second.
sure. Let me double check.
You can take a quick peek. Hold on one sec. I got you, bro.
Should auto do it,
Passive
shouldn't it?
perception.
Yeah, it usually
Yeah.
automatically calculates that.
Yeah, I was just double checking to make sure I read it right.
Okay, yeah. It's 19 plus. Wait, no, it should be 24 because they didn't add the alert thing.
Oh, I have.
Oh, that's a
What?
good point. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
it does not automatically add
Yeah, I
alert.
have alert too.
Oh,
Everyone has alert.
Noted.
Yeah.
Okay, so those of
24.
you whom have a passive perception, accounting for modifiers, over 18, you suddenly feel a presence, as if something is watching you. You can't quite tell where, as you quickly look about your surroundings. And that's when you catch a glimpse of it. High above you, peering down through the hole in the ceiling. You see a creature. As you peer closer, it looks to be an unnaturally large hound.
Okay.
Over.
You're
we better
not
fight something.
sure how something like that got up there without making a single sound. Because, as you can see, it's huge. And in a split second, as you blink, it's gone.
Oh.
And that sensation passes.
Huh.
What was that?
That massive hound that you had seen, bearing black fur and a single stripe of silver across the top of its head.
Wow.
Bright, brilliant, silvery eyes staring down at you from above. Alluding to a level of intelligence that unsettles you. And just as quickly as you had spotted it, it's gone.
I have a question. What? So, alert?
it's +5.
Plus
Your
5?
passive.
Yes.
Okay, how do I do that?
Also,
Don't worry about it. I'll fix it for
Yeah,
the,
we all. Yeah, we all.
You just
pretty
slap
much everyone
whatever.
has alert.
Yeah.
question. I
What's
don't
up?
think my
I don't.
character would know, but because they're the fuck is my class again?
Beast Hunter. Or Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. Yeah. Would I know what that was? I don't think I would though because it was too dark.
It's not that it's too dark, because it's still early afternoon, evening.
Ah, gotcha.
Pushing just almost to that hour mark for Pyre.
Okay.
Okay, almost
Um,
there. Got it.
You were able to see it relatively easily once you caught a glimpse of it. However, you've never seen a creature like this before. In all your time hunting monsters and beasts.
I see. Interesting. Okay.
I don't like that. Honestly.
What was the
Happens.
DC for the last thing that we just did?
It was an 18.
18. Cool. I did not see that thing. Got it.
Abel's is an 11, so he didn't see that shit for nothing.
Abel. God damn it, Abel.
Also,
Mine was
I
like that when I
mine
didn't
is-
have when I didn't know I had alert.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I had it. I just didn't realize it would affect my passive perception.
Alert
so-
made me pass, so thank God.
Yeah, I passed regardless, but I just remember like, wait, it didn't add. So it's 10 plus wisdom plus if you're proficient in it in perception.
Yep.
I think. So
Wismod,
yeah,
yep.
yeah. That's why I was confused. Like, wait, why is it only 19? It should be.
I think it's
20
really funny. I
or-
don't even think I have.
My passive
don't think you have
perception is
a-
now 17.
I don't
and-
have alert, and mine's 22.
Damn.
Mine's 17. Yay. Haha.
With alert, mine is like, I can't do math. I'm so lazy.
With mine, it's 24.
no.
You are,
Mine
you
is-
are a little silly right now.
A
Right.
little funny,
Just
a little
just say I'm stupid, okay?
So-
I know.
Oh.
With that said, guys,
Sorry.
having seen the strange creature for but a split second, as you all discuss amongst yourselves whether or not starting a rebellion might be the next course of action, what do you do?
How would you go about it?
I want to wait. So it was in the ceiling?
It was on the roof, like in
It
the.
was,
Did anyone
yeah.
else see
It
that
was
thing?
outside on the
Down at
roof,
Oh, it
staring
was
down through the
outside
hole
on
in
yeah,
the
we
roof.
definitely
Oh,
saw
Happens.
Huh.
It happens.
Happens.
This is your first time, guys?
I've never seen that thing.
I have.
No, but like
not
first time
either.
being stared at by a creature.
That is just a creature. I don't know what that is.
Above.
Yes.
It's
I
above.
mean, I
Irie
spend
is
all
just-
my time in the
Pyrie's
house.
just gonna look around in confusion.
Hmm.
See. But regardless, besides the rebellion, we might want to get some clothes to fit in more.
That's true.
Because as our belated friends once said,
We look
We
like
look a
we're going
little
to a
out of
costume
place.
party.
Yeah,
you're
apparently I
just
look like one of those whatever they were calling me.
a costume.
Is there any of the cloth tapestries left in the church?
You're gonna wear
There
a
are
tapestry?
some
No,
torn and worn ones,
No.
yes.
No, hold on. I have. Not just
Faded
that.
with time and beaten with age and exposure to the elements, but yes, some tapestry does remain.
Okay.
Why are you gonna wear a tapestry?
I can
bro?
only lie.
It-
I can not
it's
wear
not-
anything.
I have a
Not
question.
the only
Silas.
plan, because as long as I have the material, I could possibly make us clothing.
I mean, I can too.
Are the dead bodies
I'm
still
not casting, I'm
around?
just displaying.
Are the dead
I don't think
bodies
you can
still
eat
around?
them.
The two husks are currently in the second row from the front seat of the van.
Kyrie's gonna start taking the clothes off of the nearest.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Pyrie walks out of the church, returning to the van and bringing back the clothed husks of Tommy and Frankie before systematically disrobing it and salvaging the clothes from the leathery flaps of flesh.
They're
Pyrie
like
is going to
gasp
change
and goes,
right there.
You could at least do that in a different room.
Pyrie is going to change right there. Pyrie does not care.
Fair's going
This group must get used to this.
Fair's
Oh, God.
leaving.
I'm covering
Oh,
my
okay.
eyes.
Fair's
Soul
walking
I don't
away
care.
to the
I am
other
robot.
room.
Isolde should be used to it.
Well, yeah, it's become
think
like a
anyone
thing.
would be used to
Isolde,
that.
Isolde just covers their eyes until, you know, she hears that it's done.
You know, Fair is in a different room now.
Isolde
Yeah.
does not. I mean, not Isolde. Pyrie has no sense of modesty.
Lorelai's at
whatsoever.
least going to make sure there's no one else in the other rooms that we didn't check.
Oh, yeah, same.
No, yeah, you
Fair is
did.
just
They're
like
all
yells,
empty.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
scout
okay.
first. I'm gonna go scout.
I'm gonna go
I
see
don't
if we
wanna
can find
see
any
this.
useful things around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just taking like any of the tapestries down at least that what remain because I can use those.
Yeah. Fair's
Okay.
just gonna go scout the area.
All
And
right.
any other things that might be of value.
So,
Awesome.
as Lorelai salvages the tapestry in hopes of creating some clothing for the party, and Fair heads out to scout the nearby area, does anybody else have anything else they wish to do? Or do they wish to aid these two in their current endeavors?
After Pyrie's done changing, they'll kind of start looking around, just trying to get to know the place.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm pretty much doing the same thing. I'm looking around, trying to figure out. Maybe I can find something out about their religion.
Actually,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
some
Okay.
more information.
So Pyrie
Actually-
and Grace are both going to go explore more of the church and see if they can find more. What did you have in mind?
What do you mean?
Kamikaze, I heard you about to say something.
I see one of the bills that Isolde got from the cash register.
Why? Oh, okay, yeah. Only one. You get
Seems
one.
like a decent value one.
A decent. Am I able to tell the difference in these values?
I mean, you can
Bigger
count,
numbers.
and based off of reasonable deduction, you're able to guess that 1 tick means 1, 2 means 2, so on and so
Yes!
forth.
Yes.
And kind of the subtleties of numbers, because no matter what world you're from, what culture you hail from, one language is shared universally across all planes. Math.
Money. Math.
Yep.
Money. Oh.
Oh god, math. Okay, yeah. I'll
Math
take
brownie
I'll
The
take
thing.
language of the
most-
universe, friends.
the most
Real.
valuable one and hand it over to Lorelai.
You pull out
Alright.
a 50 bill. A 50
God
dillion.
damn. 50 billion? That sounds like a
When I said
million.
50
But
billion, I'm like,
And-
that
Nah.
Just
Badass.
I just want to like
Actually,
examine it a
have
bit
that.
before, like
Uh,
try and see what it's like made out of at least. Make sure it's
I
not just
can't-
paper, if it's actually like regular bills and cloth.
Yeah, give me an insight.
Oh, I have good insight.
Nice.
And upon a quick inspection, you're able to discern that this bill seems to be composed of a composite mix of paper and cloth. A strange version of currency you've yet to see in any of the worlds you've traveled thus far, as most defer to some sort of precious metal or gem.
And hypothetically, since I know this, would I be able to use fabricate to make more money with these tapestries?
We're
I've had
ruining the
paper as well.
economy.
Mm-hmm.
I love destroying the economy with the
Print
besties.
more money.
Real.
Actually,
Inflation.
what did I say? Actually,
I love
an interesting
inflation.
idea.
Print more money.
I guess we're not getting.
Hmm.
Wait, if we make more money, we can get more clothes.
No,
True.
think about.
Because the reason why you can't do
Wow.
this in normal D&D is because you can't really just modify gold easily. But with paper
Yeah.
money, it's very
Yeah.
Paper
Yes.
money, on the other hand.
different.
Mm.
And it's not like it requires a high degree of craftsmanship,
Oh.
because if you think about it, it's just printed paper cloth with ink on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, so it's not exactly the most complex design. Yes, I guess I could say that, yeah, you'd be able
Oh no!
to.
Here we go.
And this is
Here
in
we
a
go.
Yep.
Inflation
fabricate a large or
happening.
smaller object contained within a 10-foot cube,
Yep.
or 8 connected 5-foot cubes. Okay.
Mix,
So-
it's their starter gear, so level 1.
Ha ha ha. Money printing goper.
You can literally print money. Yes.
I love it.
Well, I know what we can do.
Oh, we
Since
can
he's the
now.
printing money thing.
Oh.
I know something. I have an idea.
Okay.
Right, and this is what I'm going to be doing.
Lorelai,
At least one of these.
struck by a sudden epiphany, a moment of revelation, quickly asks Isolde for one of the bills they had garnered through the stealing of the register from the gas stop. And after a quick inspection and reference of their skills and talents, they ascertain that they might be able to fabricate additional nigh endless supply of these same bills. And
Money.
elated by this certain revelation, Lorelai sets to work attempting to convert the fabric to money. As this is taking place, Thea departs the interior of the chapel out into the now golden evening sun.
Yeah.
Peering around you, you're kind of taken by the bittersweet beauty of the scenery. So much poverty, so much suffering, and yet the view you currently see is beautiful. As you peer out over the water, reflecting the last glimmering amber rays of sunlight.
I see. Reminds Fair of her time in the slums before she got taken to the equivalent of the Feywild in her world. So that's fun.
And she's taken by a moment of grim nostalgia at the remembrance of her felled world. And the reflection of the same self-suffering she seeks to inflict on this one.
Real.
Inspecting the grounds of the chapel. Fair? What's your passive perception again?
Oh, what the fuck is this number?
Wasn't it like
One
a
second.
four?
Whatever is plus
16,
5.
16.
16 plus 5, that's going to be a 21. You're able...
No, 16. Just
Oh.
16.
Oh, just 16. Oh,
Because
okay.
it's 11
After the
plus
plus.
5. Yeah, it's 11 plus 5.
Oh.
Alright. So you only see this one thing. Okay. So as you make your way around the
No.
grounds, you spot something. At first, you think it not more than some crawling insects. But as you approach, viewing your rounds, you're able to see at closer inspection that this is in fact a tuft of fur. A rather
Oh.
large tuft of fur.
Does it look
Black in coloration.
similar? Yeah, is it similar to the one that we saw, the little guy? The big guy, I mean.
The big doggo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the big guy.
It's the same color as the black fur that the big hound that a few of the party had spotted moments ago.
I see.
As you pick it up and inspect it closer, you can feel it kind of emanating a strange vibration and energy. You can't quite describe it. As you hold it in hand, it almost seems to simultaneously be there and not, phasing translucently in and out before eventually stabilizing and falling in your hand as limp fur.
I see. I see. Okay. Oh.
With this in hand, what do you do?
Is there like any other stuff around with like? Is there
Give-
any other stuff?
Give me an
From the
investigation.
beast. I love investigation. I got it,
Good
guys.
luck.
Me with my. What the fuck is investigation? With the +1.
Damn.
Oh,
Not bad.
15.
that's bad.
Not bad.
As you take a moment, you begin to fall into that same pattern of actions and behaviors that you had undergone time and time again. As you begin tracking whatever this fur belonged to.
Can I alert the rest of the party before I do that? Or am I too
No, you're right
enamored
outside.
by it?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. You're currently standing out just outside the chapel. You're within its gated kind of grounds, and you're maybe a couple minutes walk inside before you can easily get back to them.
Yeah, I'll go tell them first. Hopefully the beast doesn't get away.
Taken for a moment, You quickly calm yourself, reeling back into reason, and decide that informing your party of what you've discovered might be the more ideal move to make at the moment. Turning back
Yeah.
towards the chapel entryway, you see something. This time plain as day.
Oh?
Seated between two large buildings, some several dozen feet ahead, staring
Mhm.
down at you from its 15-foot height.
Oh.
Do you see the black hound staring at you from the alleyway in the distance? It makes no move. It just watches you. Almost ethereal glow about its silvery eyes.
Hmm. Okay.
Do you continue your way towards the chapel?
Sure.
Avoiding the creature's gaze, you turn away from it and head back into the interior of the chapel. With fur still in hand, you meet up with the others, Sans, Pyrie, and Grace, whom have gone off to explore more of the church's interior. Currently, Dr. Bustdown, Nemi, Abel, Isolde,
I'm never
Karen,
gonna get used to
and Lorelei all turn to meet your gaze as you enter the space.
I see.
What do you do?
Fair, like, hold out her hand and says, yes, that's the right word. I found this outside while I was scouting to get away from that. I found this. It kind of like, what's the word? Phased in and out of reality, if that makes sense. I'm not sure why. Just did. Never seen anything like that in my time, at least. Not that old either, but you know. Haven't seen anything like that since I've started monster hunting.
As Fair says this, they present the limp black fur in hand. It seems
Yeah.
unremarkable, save maybe its length. Unusually long.
Yeah. Fair also like gives them a look of like, can you guys follow me for a second?
Okay.
And leads them outside.
I can do that.
Child!
Oh my god. I don't know what's going on,
They're
guys.
getting murdered. What's going on?
I don't know.
Who's getting the child?
I don't know.
But yeah, Fair like leads them outside to where the beast was.
You got
or
it.
maybe once was.
It's opening the chapel doors, stepping out into the evening sunlight. You peer down in the direction of where the hound was pointing with a gesture at the now empty crevice between the two buildings.
It's a nice sunset, I guess.
Beautiful sunset. Wow.
Okay, moving on from that. I was thinking about pursuing the direction of where I found this fur if you guys would like to accompany me. I would prefer you guys do because I don't know the surrounding area. Usually I wouldn't, but you know,
We can
better
take a
be
look, I
better to be
guess.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have like a
Why not?
starting point to go?
Take us where you found it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you guys there right now. And Fair leads them over there.
The grouping makes their way to the south side of the chapel's grounds, where you had originally located the tuft of fur. upon making it that way. You peer around and are able to see a very large set of tracks. It looks as if a massive creature had been seated in this location at one point or another.
I see, I see.
They
You guys
continue
see
to
that?
lead off into the direction southeast.
Okay, okay. Gotcha. Do we see anything? Or nothing yet?
I was gonna say, is there any sort of
Yeah.
The tracks that were leading in that direction eventually taper off and fade as if they vanished in thin air.
See, I see.
It seems like something may be watching us.
Yeah. You don't say. That's how I felt a second ago, at least.
Hmm.
It was interesting, but you know, can't do much about it.
I mean, we could just follow the tracks and see
Yeah,
if we can figure something out.
yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And
I guess we go there.
you gonna pursue it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, why
So-
not?
We're gonna take a quick little break as I top up my coffee and use the bathroom really quickly. When we return, we're going to be picking up with Pyrie and Grace as they explore further into the chapel before returning to
Hell
you
yeah.
guys tracking this strange creature.
Alright. Let's
Yippee.
go.
Alrighty. So you've been sitting for the last roughly hour and 20 minutes. I encourage you to hop up, get some stretchies in, blood clots in the legs suck, grab some water if you haven't drank any, and we'll be
Slurp
back
out
in
the
about
blood
5. Yep. That's a thing. Yep. Okay. Yep. I'll catch you guys in just a few, okay?
Yippee!
Is that like boba tea for
Yeah.
vampires?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. We'll be back in a few, folks.
unmuting, besties.
Hey,
Hi.
guys.
Hey, welcome back.
Didn't do it.
Hey, heart
Hopefully
emoji.
not just
Don't forget to
talking
slurp
about.
out the blood clots like
Oh
it's.
my
Oh my
goodness.
god. Eden, you don't need to talk sometimes. That face. That's
Mobile for a vampire.
That came
That's
out
something I
weird.
really. Oh lord.
Yeah, it happens.
Boba.
For vampires.
Delicious.
Vampire
That
boba.
is it
Yeah.
like pudding?
Oh.
Okay. Anyways.
I can't stand blood pudding. Anyway, moving on from other cursed foods. So
Listen, you're talking to Mix.
true.
I don't apologize in the slightest.
Peak proprietor of cursed foods.
I help
Happens.
sometimes. I help
You know what?
sometimes.
True.
Sometimes
I'm putting
when
this
see
all. I'm putting this
someone-
also in the. I'm putting this also in
Please
the
do.
roll 20.
Please
I should
do.
post one right now.
You know, sometimes I'm scrolling through Twitter and I see one and I send it to Mix and like Mix is like, "Thank you, no process." And I see it like 2 hours
The
later on their
talking
timeline.
stick.
I'm like,
I love being able to put images in the roll 20 log.
Peak.
Happens?
It's a.
All right, we good to go?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not mentally.
Alrighty.
Happens.
So, Pyrie and the diminutive goblin Grace find themselves walking through the main chamber of the chapel. The cool coastal air blowing in through the hole of the ceiling.
What are y'all doing?
Posting memes and
Sorry.
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 so
Sorry.
as you explore this space, surrounded by broken pews, some still intact, and smashed wooden floorboards that extend into a darkness below. What do you do as you peer about?
Staying there quietly, apparently.
Happens.
You
Admire
agree.
the architecture.
Yeah, you
Oh
know,
yes,
admire
this
the
building is quite a
wow.
building.
It's
like-
very
Yes, the floor is made of
crispy
floor.
looking. I guess they didn't know how long to keep it in the fire. It's all burnt and crispy and
It happens.
Continuing onward, you eventually arrive just before the altar. Stripped of its previous tapestry, gold inlay and finery, it now sits as a slate vestige of what once stood as a house of worship. Heading just behind the altar, give me a perception check.
Everybody?
Well,
No,
no, just
Pyrie
Pyrie
and
and
Grace.
Hey, I see nothing.
This wall is quite a wall.
Wow.
Floor here is made of floor.
As Grace looks about, she feels a pang of nostalgia, thinking back to the house of worship that she once frequented in her own world. Placing a hand over the now dusty slate altar, she feels a strange rays on the stone. And upon approaching and, looking closer, she sees a small icon. It appears to be an hourglass surrounded by a spiral and adorned on the head of a wolf.
what the hell were they worshipping here? Um. Can I roll investigation?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not that good at investigating.
Looking upon it, you reason that it's likely the old insignia that once was adorned all throughout this house of worship. To what this creature could be, you can only guess. Some sort of deity or something.
Looks like, didn't they say earlier that they saw some type of doggo in the ceiling? Maybe it has something to do with that.
Yeah. Maybe.
Kyrie's just gonna nod. Is the statue close enough to touch?
It's like a stone block of slate. One side of it is slightly hollowed out and recessed, allowing for the storage of small parcels and items. But it's essentially one big rectangle brick like structure of marble. Oh, not marble, slate.
I meant like the... Okay.
Oh, what were you referring to?
Like the dog statue thing.
Oh, it's not a statue. It's kind of like a raised surface on the altar.
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just kind of... Okay. I guess Perry wants to go up and touch the altar, like just, I don't know, get a closer look at it.
Okay. As Pyrie approaches the altar alongside Grace, kind of resting a hand along the stony edifice, do you feel some slight give as you press in the stone effigy? Kind of depresses slightly into the altar. You suddenly hear the sound of machinery underfoot and the grind of stone against stone. Peering around, you see but the single worn tapestry hanging from just behind the altar, and the sound of grinding stone from just behind it.
What the hell?
Perry's gonna look at Grace and then walk over to the tapestry and like go to look it up.
Yeah, same.
Pulling it aside, it's revealed that what looked to be originally a sheer stone wall has now a small portal, doorway, if you will, leading into a descending dark staircase.
Okay, that's a little spooky. I don't think we should
maybe
go
a
down
little
there
bit.
alone. I don't think we should go in there alone. Nope. We should probably tell the others.
Perry's gonna turn around and start heading back to where they came from.
Grace will crab walk behind Pyrie.
Okay then.
Real.
Perry's just
So-
gonna look at Grace, give them a confused look, and then just keep going.
As a recap, Isolde, Lorelei, Cairn, and Fair are all currently pursuing the creature, correct?
I think
Those four?
is-
Yep.
Or is Bust Down going with them?
I
Bust
think
down
Bust Down is with
also,
them
yeah.
too.
Okay, Bust Down's going as well. All right.
Yeah.
So as you re-enter the forechamber of the chapel, you're surprised to find that your companions are all gone, save Abel, whom seems to be seated in the
Hello,
corner that he was
Abel.
just moments ago. He looks up at you with a inquisitive, hollow stare.
Hello, Abel. We found a secret passageway.
A little spooky.
A passage?
Yeah. At the altar, there was like a dog face or something like in the stone of the altar, and then Pyrie put their hand on it, and it was like one of those like secret like passageway opening things. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you've been in plenty of dungeoning adventures, right, Abel?
The clergy hide secrets in their temple.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it opened a doorway. It's kind of creepy looking. Didn't want to go by ourselves, so.
He rises to his full countenance, looking down at the small goblin.
Lead me to these secrets.
Oh, okay. Grace will crab walk and lead the way towards the secret passageway.
And following the goblin in tow, the trio make their way back to the main chamber of the chapel, standing just before the entrance of the doorway leading down into the darkness below. Pyrie was about to say something?
Nope, never mind.
You got it.
All's good. Beat me to it. It's good. All's great.
I got you, don't worry. Abel lifts a hand and places it against the pommel of his sword. It begins to glow with a radiant, bright light. He then looks to the others.
I will lead the way.
Oh, okay.
Barry's gonna give us a thumbs up.
And with a hand on his sword, he descends into the stone darkness below, followed in tow by the others. It seems that this staircase goes for a while. As you continue your descent into the darkness, the entryway that originally allowed you passage fading into a small pinprick of light behind you. Eventually, the passage turns, turning back in on itself and downward, leading to a deeper recess further below. And as you eventually arrive at the stairs' base, you stand before a large stone door. Marked upon it, the same sigil you had seen when you had inspected the altar. An hourglass surrounded by what looks to be a spiraling vortex adorned on the head of a wolf. The door appears to have no discernible handle or mechanism from which to open it.
Irie's gonna touch the new thingy.
And pressing your hand against the forehead of the effigy, you feel it depress under your hand. And again, the sound of grinding stone can be heard as the door begins to withdraw into the ground before you, revealing a musty, dark chamber within.
Ew.
Proceeding forward, you now find yourself in what you could only describe to be a secret storage chamber, or some sort of study, lab. There is a great deal of different instruments, tools, materials, and supplies scattered across this large space, and it appears to extend forward the same relative distance as the church above it. making your way forward into this darkened chamber, illuminated only by the glow of Abel's pommel. You're able to quickly ascertain that this appears to be some sort of hidden chamber belonging to the religion that once practiced here. For what purpose it served, likely less than scrupulous, given its obscured nature. As the trio look about, what do they do?
You said the room extends more, like goes into a different area.
It extends the length of the church above it, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Grace is going to investigate further and try to find, like, maybe a book or something down here. Some type of text, papers.
Yeah. Kind of want to like try and see.
Give me an investigation roll. Sheesh, Grace.
Yeah, I'm not that smart. Sorry, guys.
Are there like papers on like desks or tables or something?
All manner of tomes, papers, and forms scattered all across. It's almost as if one day everybody just didn't show up to work or whatever they were doing down here.
And
Left
Barry
as
also
it
wants-
was.
Barry also wants to look around at the papers to see what was kind of like going on and stuff.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
I also see nothing.
Oh no.
I see slightly more, but not enough, probably.
Looking about, you can't quite really make heads or tails of what was going on down here. But you are able to identify what looked to be a collection of very important documents laid out on a large wooden desk. Atop that desk, a device you're not quite familiar with. It appears to be a box with a reflective black screen and a collection of small buttons on its base. These buttons appear to be marked with letters.
Harry's gonna press some buttons. In just a
Let's
random
see.
order.
Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, I
Oh.
regret. Oh god, a D100.
Okay. As you begin to press the random buttons atop this strange device, does its reflective black screen suddenly blink to life, filling the space with its luminous glow?
Is it a TV?
As you look upon the screen, you suddenly find yourself assailed with all manner of information. Small boxes containing multiple lines of text. And with the press of another subsequent key, does the room suddenly blink to life as a strange glow from the lighting fixtures located at the base of the room begin to flash and flicker to life. As you look about, you are what appears to be a study, a research lab, and some sort of machining and engineering laboratory. As various machinery, devices, and tools scatter this space. Now fully illuminated, you're able to find that this place is quite packed with a lot of materials, food, and all other manner of items you can't quite discern.
Wow, look at all the stuff we can steal.
Ooh.
The innocents bore no memory of this.
So I guess it really is a secret then. I don't understand any of this, honestly, guys. Maybe this would be a job for Dr. Bustdown. He also knows about this kind of he's made of this kind of stuff, right?
Insightful small green one.
Pyrie's just gonna nod.
Your companions have gone off into the city, hunting some beast they claim to have found.
Well, that's funny because this place has a lot of bestial symbolism. And if I know anything, I know about religion.
Okay. How close is Grace to Pyrie?
I'm probably standing next to Pyrie.
Okay. I guess Pyrie will telepathically to Grace say, could they be worshipping what the others saw?
Maybe. Or... Well, it's kind of weird because this looks like something like experimental, almost.
Pyrie's just gonna shrug.
I don't know, let's take a bunch of these papers and maybe we can figure it out through the papers and all this other information we've gathered.
Pyrie's just gonna start picking up a bunch of scrap hope
Yeah,
as much as they can carry.
Yes.
We can study it.
And Abel joins them in this endeavor, gathering whatever looks important or meaningful. And as they do this, we're going to turn our attention to the group currently making their way through the city streets, following close behind Fair, whom is currently tracking the strange wolfen creature that she had seen during her initial scout. Fair, give me a survival check.
A survival check? I got you. Give me 2 seconds.
25. And
I said that one and I got
Nice.
and once you find the trail, you're able to lock onto it with expert scrutiny, following these strange pieces of fur scattered along the pathway. And eventually, your group finds itself at the base of a massive cliffside. Atop it, you can see a collection of towers, affluent and opulent. And just to your east, as you make your way onto the sandy beachfront, is a single wooden pier extending out into the water. And seated atop it, the massive creature, staring back at you with eyes far too intelligent.
I'm scared.
Oh,
Happens.
that thing is
Thing
looking.
watching us.
That's normal. I'm assuming this is maybe your first time tracking down a monster, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
I can.
I just sing at
tell.
them. It works sometimes.
Yeah.
What do we do
Hmm.
now?
Hmm.
You say hi.
You are the expert here.
Does it look mean?
Would-
Does it look like it wants to hurt us?
Does it look mean?
Give me insight.
Oh god.
Do you want me to roll it? Do you want me to help with that?
Duty.
Oh, that was I'm not rolling well.
I
Right
can
now.
roll insight.
Well, inside I got
Yippee.
you.
Also note,
Yippee.
guys, that you can provide the help action to one of you and allow them to roll with advantage,
Yep.
as opposed to all collectively rolling. But with
Would
that
true sight
said,
affect this?
yes, actually, you would
Okay,
be able
I'm gonna
to.
take the glasses off then, and just immediately just glowing eyes, 30-foot bright light. Or
Okay.
is it 15 or 15 feet bright light? Sorry.
So, as Fair, Issel, Dr. Bustdown, and Lorelei look on at this creature. Karen, by the way, did you want to roll?
Oh, what was I rolling?
I figured
Insight.
you were with them, yeah. So you can roll insight
Oh,
if you
yeah,
like.
with them. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can join us in all rolling insight wonderfully.
I love insight.
Okay. That's a 16.
Fair enough. Okay. So, as you all look upon this creature, it's staring back. You feel no hostility, and yet its presence fills you with this sense of fear and dread, almost instinctually so. And yet it does nothing to elicit any type of hostile reaction. It just stares.
Oh, so scary.
How far away is it from us currently?
It's currently 40 feet at the end of the pier. And
It
speaking
is.
of which, we're gonna get to that. Lorelei, as you look upon this creature, you see a brilliant golden radiance pouring out from this creature. The very air around it seems to quiver and shake as its very presence distorts reality around it.
Oh.
And something in you, something instinctual, primal, suddenly fills you as you know what you look upon.
Oh.
I'm putting the glasses in the pocket, and I'm activating my gauntlet.
What?
Uh-oh.
Just activating it, not attacking yet. I'm ready.
Just defensively, kind of like in
Yeah, just
preamp.
defensively, yeah. And it's gonna take the form of just a longsword this time.
Makes sense.
As Lorelei has this revelation, springing quickly to action and activating their glove, the hound does nothing to move, no gesture, not even a blink as it stares on. And it's then do you hear a voice speak for the first time. Why? As you hear this voice, not with your ears, but with your mind, do you see and know that it's the creature standing before you?
That was weird. Not the first time I've heard a voice in my head. I talk quite a lot, but
Happens.
not normally is it something else.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
This is no.
I'm going to. This is terrifying.
Wait, can they see the actual form of it yet, or since they don't, or they just see it as the wolf still?
Lorelei sees the creature simultaneously as the wolf before them, and as that brilliant golden radiance pouring out from it. Think of it like.
Oh, I meant like for the rest of the group, they don't
for
see
the rest
it
of
as
the part, they just see it as the wolf.
right,
Yeah, they just see it as the
Okay.
wolf.
Ah,
This is not great.
Once again, you hear the single
I thought you were
question.
crying. I was,
Why?
Is it just me hearing, or is it everyone hearing?
Everyone hears this.
Okay.
Anyone else have an answer? Because I have nothing.
I don't have an answer, no.
I don't either.
Question's a little vague. A little bit.
It's then that you realize, first, subtly, a subconscious understanding of what the question really is, before you can no longer deny. This creature asks why you come bearing catastrophe.
Oh no.
Oh, Fair does not know how to
Someone's gotta
answer.
have something. Someone's gonna have something.
You think Fair has something? No.
I'm gonna ask catastrophe in what manner? What do you consider
What do you mean?
catastrophe?
We're gonna sink a world, bestie. What else?
And then, as
No.
Karen asks this question to the creature, do you all suddenly have images flash in your mind
Oh my gosh, not the images.
of a future, of a day in the near future, where a black sun sits atop the sky and scarlet legions pour forth into their world? And as you see these images, you see the hound looking on, a solemn, forlorn expression on its face. I know why you're here. I know what you desire to do. I know what you have done, what you will do, and what you have yet to do. And while I am forbidden to directly intercede, I won't stand by while you destroy my world.
Okay, El Bozo, time to die.
What?
Oh.
You don't
Yeah,
realize
this
this is
is
a
like
god.
more of a-
Yeah, you don't.
This
Put
is
more
a
of Dr. Bust
god.
under the
We're
Dr.
fighting
Bust
a
down.
god, bestie. Not, I'm leaving if you do that. I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
You're playing more Dr. Bust down than Dr. Bust down.
You don't even see its true form yet either. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Dr. Bust down's just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm just here. Like,
Bro.
May not be a fight
You
we
say
want to
that-
take at the moment without our full power here. This.
Do you know? Are you familiar with this, Lorelei?
Yes, this is a god of this world. This is one of their gods. Now tell me, do you have the strength to fight a god by yourself? Tell me.
I wouldn't be opposed
I'm
to die,
not-
to die trying.
I'm not fighting a god.
If you want to fight it, Karen, go ahead.
Try
Count me
it.
out of this battle.
For now,
As much as I love fighting beasts and monsters, I'm not one to fight a god.
I don't.
Not
said the-
blindly, at least.
For now, Lorelei is just gonna let her gauntlet deactivate because this is not a fight. We should probably try to attempt at the moment. As much.
We'll be fighting a losing battle.
Yep.
This is
I suppose this is bound to happen.
We're not at our full strength at the moment with our group. As much as I would like to fight, it's for the best right now.
The hound looks on, watching with scrutinous eyes as the party discusses amongst themselves the prospects that stand before them.
I think we should go.
Probably a good idea.
We should go back.
might not.
Child! Man's
The
dying!
child.
Child agrees.
The child doesn't want to be here either.
Okay.
Child wants to be free.
As the hound looks on, you hear once again that voice in your mind. Would you stay this course?
Were you talking, Silas?
No,
Silas?
no. He just asked, would you stay this course? Would you continue doing what you're doing?
Oh, you're all confused.
If
No,
Oh.
I was just trying to think.
Oh, okay.
Shit, 1 second.
Fair just shrugs it off and says, we'll see. Depending on how
Or if it is
this
what is
proceeds.
You do hear but the bust down's tone is a little different.
Oh, nah.
oh no.
Might be happy normally, but it's a serious situation. It's a little different. I think it was a god really brought him like out to be like, oh,
I mean, it is a god.
exactly. Like the oh.
And faced with no meaningful answer, the hound speaks one final time. As I said, I see all that you have done, and have yet to do. I know there is somewhere a time where you choose to do the right thing. I hope you make that choice before we must face each other again. And as he says these final words, or it rather says these final words, non-binary, it vanishes before your eyes as the very space around it tremors and quivers, distorting and returning back to its casual state. Looking out on at the now empty dock as the sun begins to slowly dip below the horizon, what does the party choose to do?
I think we should head back, guys.
We should share what was found.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
And
I
so,
will say
oh, go
though,
ahead.
one thing though. So, hmm, I'm like, okay, so so technically, it's saying that we're not doing the right thing. That's a little mean. First, that's a little rude.
They don't know our
Um,
intentions or
that's true,
our
and we don't
reasoning
know
behind it.
their
Well,
intentions either,
reflect
right?
on the words that it stated. It sees all you have done, will do,
Mhm.
and have yet to do.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I think it does know exactly what you
Oh,
guys are intending to do.
okay.
True. Hmm.
Then we should go back, guys. Haha.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
Tell us we left our friends by
Well, let's return
themselves.
to the rest of the group.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to
And-
get back?
Yeah, and so
Sorry, I'm back now. I was getting like 30 phone calls at once.
it's all
Eat 'em.
good.
Wow.
Eat them.
And so the party turns, leaving the dockside and making their way back towards the chapel, following the route they had used to get here. And eventually, finding themselves back upon the holy grounds they have now adopted as their base of operations. Entering through the front door, you're surprised to find that Abel, Pyrie, and Grace are all missing.
Oh.
Well. We've lost our friends. What do we do?
Hmm.
Not my
Happens.
problem. I'm kidding.
I don't
Oh
think they've
my-
gone too far yet, at least.
I hope not. I
So
don't
as
know.
we're walking back to I'm just gonna put the glasses on so the eyes are no longer glowing.
Yeah. Might help to not have a,
Yeah.
yeah.
Literal beacon of light.
I was
pointing
gonna
my
say, is
face.
there like
Yeah.
a flashlight? I don't want to look at you if
No,
it's
it's
like
literally
a
headlights.
15-foot
flashlight.
radius of
It's
bright
like
light.
headlights. Oh god, my
Headlights.
Yeah.
eyes.
Goodness.
Yeah,
Oh.
15 bright light, 30 feet dim light.
My
Yep.
eyes. Oh. At least we have our built-in lantern, just in case it gets
Yeah.
dark.
And
Yeah.
no sooner does Lorelai make mention that they can't have gone far, do the trio enter in through the doorway leading to the chapel region. In hand, bearing all manner of papers, tomes, and the occasional odd instrument.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi, what do you have there?
Wow, so Pyrie touched this thing and then it opened the secret doorway
Oh.
and we went down
Oh.
into it with Abel
Mhm.
and there was like a thing, like a screen
A
that had like
screen.
stuff all over it.
Ooh,
But
I like
didn't
screens.
understand. Yeah, I thought you might like that. But I didn't understand any of it. But I
Uh-huh.
thought maybe if we just like, you know, work together, it brought all these papers. Look at all these papers. There's a lot of
Oh.
words on them
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
that's a
And
lot of words.
I can't understand any of it apparently.
Is it not in common? What,
Oh
is it-
no, yeah, I think it's in common. It's just I
It's
don't
just
understand
complicated.
these concepts. I
I
don't
see.
understand. What the hell these
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
I'm not really good at science.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But I do know a thing or two about religion, and
Mhm.
I did notice that there are a lot of symbols of like this dog-looking thing. And
Uh-huh.
you guys said you saw some dog-looking thing
Yep.
earlier.
Yeah, it's a
staring at
god.
us.
We found the
Yeah.
god that still walks
Oh!
among people down.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
mhm.
that's what was
Wow.
watching us.
Hmm?
Okay. So we're being watched by some god here. That's nice. Already? Wow, we
mhm.
haven't even started our mission, guys. What the fuck?
Happens.
Real.
Bro knew.
You guys first
Perhaps
time?
this realm may have some competent deities.
Oh my god, I just want to get it over with. I just want to get it over with and get the hell out of here. Why do they have to watch us? Why do they have to watch us?
I
You
have
guys get
performance
used to it in
anxiety.
time, Trust me, you guys
Yeah,
get
that makes
used
me really
to it.
nervous. That makes me really nervous. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah.
Pyrie's just gonna give a thumbs down.
Thank you, Perry.
Happens.
We got a god dog watching us.
Yep.
That's a mage.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to check out that screen?
Technology.
show me
I love
screen.
technology. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm
so,
down.
the small goblin begins to lead the group to the main chapel area, just behind the altar, revealing the passage that Pyrie and she had discovered. Gesturing to the darkness below, they begin their descent, and eventually arrive at the base of this subterranean bunker, if you could call it that. As the uninitiated enter the space, you are quickly assailed by the vast variety of tools and materials present. And Isolde is quickly able to identify that this is in fact a research and development lab.
Oh my god.
For what it might be, you've yet to identify. Though all of the tools and necessary materials seem to be here.
I'm becoming a hermit again, guys. I'm not leaving this room.
We don't need that to happen again. Maybe I take you.
No.
We should probably keep some of our less than legally obtained things down here as well, in case anyone does search here.
True.
That would make quite a lot of sense.
Pyrie's gonna point to themselves.
Unlike the money you have printed. That's nonsense.
Happens.
Can I look around and see, like, if there's anything that I would be familiar with? Maybe? Hee hee.
Go ahead and give me investigation.
I got you guys.
I want to do something funny.
Ho!
I love
Isolde
investigation.
is at home.
Yup.
Immediately able to identify the machining bench, the engineering tables, all of the tools that they would require to craft just about anything they would need. And upon investigating the lab equipment, a single phrase stands out amidst the scattered text on the desk. Project Demiurge.
Oh.
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 Picking up the form and quickly glancing it over, Isolde learns exactly what this facility, this space, was originally used for. Dating back before the Great War, the government, aware of the nature of deities and the overwhelming power that they commanded, decided that they themselves would seek to harness this power. And through the research of the various deities that walked the earth and the processing of their essence, were they able to harness these abilities and create superhuman creatures. The next step in evolution for the common man of this world. However, during the course of the Great War, subsequent research at Project Demiurge's scattered facilities across all of Thea were unable to fully complete this research, leading to various prototypes, and failures scattered all throughout. And inadvertently creating the plague that has been come to known as the Muty outbreak.
Oh.
As you now realize that it wasn't radiation that created muties, but in fact, Project Demiurge.
Oh.
Oh no. This is not very nice.
No, it
So,
isn't.
super soldiers? Is that what I'm hearing?
I guess so.
It
Tempted
seems so.
super soldiers.
Yeah, an attempt. Did not work out.
They quite failed, unfortunately.
Yeah, they should just pray to the Scarlet
Happens,
King.
unfortunately.
There you go.
Works for few people.
Continuing on over the
Yeah,
text, you learn of the subsequent effort to destroy spiritualism and faith within Thea, known as Project Pocket. A effort on a mass global scale to completely erase any form of religion and unify all of humanity behind the singular banner of science.
Oh.
Seems
Science is cool,
Interesting.
but I don't know,
That's
guys.
just quite interesting for them.
science is an interesting concept in my world.
Gods
The
I
worship
rely
of
on.
gods is very.
I am science.
Yep, yeah,
You
you're
are.
Yeah, you're science.
Yeah.
a
I
product
mean,
of
but,
science.
Gods are very much real and
Yeah.
very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Many
They-
worlds, though, they
Very
rely on the power of
interesting.
worship to maintain such strength. And those tend to be the
Mhm.
weakest gods of the most of them.
Yep. Question a lot of the god tomorrows, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, don't get me started.
No, exactly.
They say as they work for a god who's literally calling
I
for the
was-
destruction of
I was
multiple
gonna
worlds.
Hey, yo, you
Say-
don't have to
Talk
like your
about
boss.
it.
You don't have to like your boss. You don't have to like your
Wasn't
boss.
talking
I-
about that god.
I don't like my boss.
Talking about another
Happens.
god. Ugh.
Happens.
Yeah, honestly, our living
I've
conditions
been-
are subpar. I feel like we could be paid better.
Mhm.
Oh my god, are we? We're not unionizing.
Why not though?
I don't need no pay. You guys just argue
What?
about that.
Oh my god. I think we do need a union.
Pyrie's just looking at the group with extreme confusion.
If anyone's the one who needs money out of like my little group or whatever, it's me. I'm the one who pays for everything.
Well, we at least have money here now.
That's true. That's
Plenty of it.
Yeah, we could always like
About
steal
how
more,
much-
like, from a bank or something.
No, we don't need to even
We print money.
bother.
Oh yeah, you can just print money now. Oh wow.
How much did we get out of that first use, actually? Is probably
Well, it was a
It was
50,
10-foot cube.
It was a 50 dillion. So,
Mhm.
10-foot cube. What's
Ah,
the diameter
math.
of a fucking dollar bill?
Oh god, my
Hold
head
on.
hurts. No,
Oh,
don't.
not even like.
Hold on, I'll do the math,
a
I'll do the math, hold
millimeter
on.
Or something.
I
Just
know,
look it
right?
up.
My head
Tiny.
hurts.
Tiny. It's small.
Very tiny.
So a lot
want
is
to
the correct
know.
answer.
I mean,
Yeah,
for what it's worth,
yeah.
yeah, quite a great deal. You know, you
Little
pretty
bit
much
too
are
much.
printing 50s.
We got about 90 50s at least in the square. But this is a cube.
90?
Yeah, so
Yep.
That's like
put it into a 3D.
4,500? Maybe? I don't fucking know.
About 4,500, I
Okay.
think. Just
Oh
from
my
that's just a
God.
square,
Let
though.
me just grab a, let me just
That
grab
is just a square.
random.
So I would
Well,
say, how many? Hold on. Actually, MatPat did something on this similar
Paper
with
thin- oh
Joker's
my
stack of
God.
money from The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh,
Oh,
And we're
God.
talking like I would say that much would probably be somewhere in like the hundreds of thousands,
god
Mhm.
damn.
because that stack
Easily,
of money was
easily.
like in the billions.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look how thin a dollar is, and it's like nothing. And then you have
Mhm.
10 feet of this.
So we'll say, for the sake of brevity and ease of math,
we
that you
don't
have like
explode.
$150,000 now at your disposal.
Heck yeah.
150,000 dillions.
The heck?
Happens.
See, what had happened was, our good friend here, Lorelei, has access to a spell called Fabricate. And using one bill as a template and a mass swath of tapestry, they were able to convert the tapestry into dillions.
Yep.
Literally printing money.
My gosh.
This is why you can never.
Your
That's why
machine
you-
go brr.
This is why you normally cannot use paper money in normal D&D.
Yes,
It's not a good idea
it's literally.
because gold, you need literally the value of the gold to even make it, and you just end up making the same amount of value.
Exactly. But in the case of this, I don't mind if you guys become like bajillionaires.
Inflation.
I don't care. It's okay.
Inflation.
Like if you
Make
figure it
this
out, you figure
All
it
it
out.
does is it gives another idea for uprising.
Now we just have to figure out this place has the Second Amendment.
If the world you're about to take down, if the
Oh my
world you're
God.
about to destroy has inflation, nobody cares because they're too busy about
Oh my
dying.
God. We could just hand out
Real.
money to the people in the slums.
That's what I'm
true.
saying.
And then make them
true.
think that we're like Jesus
We're
or something.
God.
We're gods.
Real.
And, I actually have a lot of magic that I could make them think that we're gods because I can like purify water and food.
I can create food and
make
water.
food,
I
yep.
can create life.
I can
spawn a
control
chair.
water.
I can animate
all
objects.
types of- yeah, we can do
Yes,
so much
we
stuff.
will use their folly in their lapse of faith in the gods and create a faith from which we will subjugate them to our will.
Abel knows what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Let
Irene's
the
gonna-
weak-minded sheep fall to our ploy.
Exactly.
Maybe
Irene's
we
gonna.
just make them. Oh no, you can go first. My bad.
Sorry. Pyrie's gonna say to Isolde, I like this cult idea. I want to
Cult
be a
idea?
god.
You want to be a god. Oh, that's lovely.
You wish to be a god?
Nobody but
Those-
Isolde can hear me.
Damn.
That's what you think. I can hear everything.
I'm saying it telepathically.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
I got
more
that
sense.
volume.
That makes sense.
I got the
Okay.
volume.
No, you can hear it unless I'm saying it into your brain. I am the
okay.
reason. Kyrie is the reason Dr. Bustown hears voices in their head. Literally.
Happens.
Kyrie is the voice in Dr. Bustown's head.
This
Pyrie is the voice in everyone's head at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a virus.
this other god
swear.
though that we
Hopefully
Countered.
I don't hear other voices.
I hate Limsa Lemonsa.
oh,
Sorry. Keep going.
We don't talk about anything in the background.
You only talk about the
This-
D&D.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, shh. We're
Oh
totally
my
don't
god,
have
my
anything
ears
else.
Yeah,
ringing. What's
that-
going on?
That is the thing, though. There is a god here, so it would be a little. I don't think they would
And-
appreciate it.
considering what we
I don't know
found
what they
here
would
about their
appreciate us
plan,
being good, because we can't do that.
Eh,
I mean, we could try, but I feel like they read right through it. So,
considering the plan that what we've read here though, about how they attempted to clear all belief in religion, that cult belief, I don't know how well that will work.
that too. That too.
It's a thing.
I mean, like, look at this church. It's like empty. No one's here.
maybe he's just like lying.
It was
I
in the
don't-
documents we found on here. It wasn't the god who told us this.
Yeah.
Mm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Plus, we've
Maybe
yet
doesn't
to
add up, so.
actually figure out the true strength of this being.
Mhm.
World
As well.
bending is pretty big. I don't know. Kind of worrying.
Any
Yeah,
minor god can put visions in your head.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
wouldn't know.
would
I've
know.
never.
Hell,
I've
I'm pretty
never-
sure
No.
he can put visions in people's head with magic.
I love
Yeah, we
magic.
should be really careful when we're
I think
dealing
other
with
people have
gods.
put visions in my
I
head.
mean,
I'm
we're
kind of
just
confused.
strangers, honestly.
As long as I'm around, we shouldn't have to worry too much about any divine effects like this.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I can only see my patron of sorts, whatever you want to call them.
I mean, this is the problem we'd have to run into someday, right?
I guess.
I
Didn't
just
expect
wonder-
it to happen
Well, I guess
again
if you were
so
stronger.
soon.
I just wonder if they're the only one of their kind, or if there's others in the vicinity.
That's true.
Pardon me, I'm sorry, I
Because if
missed that last part. What was it?
It's about.
Oh, if there's more than just this god around, I was saying, we don't know if this is the only one.
Ah, gotcha.
For all we know, they might be now working together now that that one knows our intentions. Anyways,
Pods are fun, but is there a screen?
Oh yeah, the screen.
Dr. Bustown makes his way over to one of the terminals within the laboratory, and upon approaching it, is easily able to identify this as a computer.
He really likes screens.
Far more advanced than any
Was he
you've
an
ever
iPad,
seen
did you think?
before.
I have a question. Would
It was an
Pyrie-
iPad.
He is the
Pyrie
iPad.
not know what a computer is?
That's your question to answer,
Yeah.
Pyrie. How much were you in my
I guess it
lab?
depends on
I feel
where
like
you're
Pyrie
from.
lived with you, so I feel like a fair bit.
Yeah, but did you stay in the lab? Where did you hang
Or
out?
did you just
know
stay
what
in
I
like the
mean?
normal area? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a normal area. I kind of thought the lab was the only part of
No,
it. I don't know.
No, there's like a lab, and then
Like
there's
a
like a normal house
living room.
bit. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll get back to you on that.
okay.
All right.
As you pour over the various files on the terminal, you're able to quickly learn that it contains a log of all of their research and development thus far, as well as the entries of a small, rather terse journal kept by one of the
What is
scientists.
mean?
Short, sweet.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Quite interesting.
Do you wish to pursue deeper investigation into any of these files?
What was that?
Yeah, sure. We can keep. I shall keep looking at these fun files.
What do you wish to look at first? The
what
log
do
of
we-
the research, the journal entries of the scientists, or their final findings on the research that they managed to kind of compile?
Let's start with the log. Just
As you pore over the various log entries, tracking the research that had gone into this facility, you're able to identify that they have yet to learn the true name of this deity in question. But this lab in particular was focused on a ancient woven beast and its dominion over space, time, and gravity, and how they might harness those capabilities, that they might weaponize them.
Weapons. That could be useful information.
I will
Download it.
download.
Can you do that? Is that a function?
I'll allow
I don't know.
that.
Let's,
I'll allow that.
okay.
I would
Alright.
say that you being able to create a physical hard link to the terminal and
I
then
just
pulling the
imagine-
data
a
from
USB
it.
port.
Aux cord.
Or something more fundamental. What the heck? Oh god!
Oh, what is that horrid noise?
It's that
I got
dialogue.
triggered.
Oh no, it's dialogue! No!
That horrid noise.
That scared the crap out of me, bro.
Yup, yup.
That has to be really loud. It does come out of the-
I love that. I love that. I love that.
God damn it!
I just imagine it comes out of the speaker. It just comes out of the speakers.
He just opens his mouth and just the sound comes out.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I'm lightheaded.
It's just standing in the room, plugged in, and he just opens his mouth.
Absolutely priceless.
It's really loud though, for no reason, because it's just it's like thaumaturgy activating.
And as Dr. Bustdown begins to siphon the data off of his terminal and backing it up within his own memory banks, the party realizes this might take a little bit of time.
Maybe a little
And
bit.
meanwhile,
Some lights are changing.
do you wish to continue gleaning the various files on this terminal?
I'm stuck here, just like.
Okay. So, do you wish to look into the journal logs or the final results?
As we sort of. We can look at the final results. Let's just skip the.
We'll skip to the good part.
Just skip to the interesting.
And curious as to how far the project had gotten in this particular branch.
Especially after looking at, especially after looking at the logs, like it's pretty interesting to be like, oh.
Yep. You begin to look over at the final project results left as you look at the date some 78 years ago.
Whoa, okay.
Big number.
You're able to find that the project results proved to be inconclusive. Of the 182 test subjects whom had various attempted inoculations and modifications made to better harness these abilities, only 2 were considered remote successes. The resulting temporal distortion and reality bending abilities, when given to a uninitiated or unprepared test subject, this ended up leading to their inevitable and inadvertent self-destruction, as in a panic, the notes record various test subjects accidentally unmaking themselves with the powers they had gained through experimentation. Unable to limit the overwhelming power to bend and warp the hard pillars and laws of reality, and coping with the results. Within our various quick descriptions as to cause of deaths for some of the test subjects, including but not limited to gravitational spontaneous compression.
Happens.
Roger Bustdown's kind of like,
Temporal
Happens.
paradoxical self-annihilation.
Huh. I don't even fully understand that, but I'm just going to react. I just imagine just Dr. Bustdown's like, huh?
Dr. Bustdown would understand that to be the subject in question somehow created a temporal paradox and zero-summed themselves out of existence.
Oh.
That's always fun. I love doing that casually.
Yeah, casually.
Casually.
Just another day, you know?
Just another day.
Pyrie's just gonna look
And
scared.
also, the spontaneous manifestation of a gravitational singularity at the point of origin centered on the subject in question. 3 cases of this are recorded, and all 3 nearly ended catastrophically as they almost failed to harness and contain the singularities. They made a black hole on the planet, and it nearly destroyed everything.
My God.
Happens.
That is quite fun. A little scary. Fun. At least they're gone.
Exactly.
Just takes a slight pause after saying that too, just like,
And the list goes on. Each subsequent failed test subject suffering from an end worse than the last.
ooh. Reading over these as Tiny Bison just goes, oh.
Happens.
Oh. It just slowly gets like, oh.
Yeah, Fair just gives like an uncomfortable laugh, a chuckle.
But as you reach the final section on the findings, the 2 successful test subjects who managed to survive went on to become figures of authority in the military. Their operation and current status is unknown.
Was there at least a name written for them?
Subject 018 and 027.
Huh.
Interesting.
That's all it says for names regarding the test subjects' identities. It does, however, state that one was male and one was female.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Well, at least now we know that there's some things that a little threatening. Seems like this will not be the simple walk in the park. Huh. Okay. Also saving.
This knowledge is most useful. Perhaps we might find the key to destroying this deity.
We might. Hopefully we can.
They might have some knowledge. Maybe not of the deity, but a little confused. Let me see.
And it's
Also
about
save
this
notes.
time that the data upload finishes. As you hear a little
Dang.
ding, complete.
Thank goodness. I shall now have these saved. It was a little more proper after plugging into like a scientific computer for a little bit. I just imagine that all this just changes depending on like if he plugs into something. So now it's like really like proper. So it's like, yes, of course. This download has been completed.
Doom doom, doom doom. And unhooking the hardline from the terminal, Dr. Bustdown turns to his compatriots. now having stored this information backed up within his own memory, that they might reference it whenever necessary. Having taken a moment to settle into the space, as the various adventurers, barons to be, kind of investigate the tools and make the space a little more homely, clearing the debris and dust that scatters and clutters the space. And as the sun begins to ascend high into the night sky, do our would-be barons complete this task, restoring this laboratory to a workable, usable state. With the evening drawing closer, what does the party choose to do for the remainder of the night?
Garlic bread. Somebody make a fire.
We should
Wait a
probably
minute.
do that.
Can I? Wait.
Wait, hold on, maybe I can.
I can do that.
Whoa, Dr. Bust Down.
You got like a
Technically,
built-in lighter,
Technically,
bestie?
I can. You want me to show you why I can?
Why?
Technically.
Oh god.
Wait, what
I
is
just
it?
would I maybe
Do
use
you
the
guys
electricity
please?
to almost like use it as a lighter? They're from my gauntlet.
Just some parts of it don't activate. Just the one little
I
part
would
of it is
say
like.
if with the correct material, yeah, you could set something on fire using the
Or you
spark
could
from
just
your
set it on
gauntlet.
fire. I was just doing the joke.
Okay. Yeah.
Alternatively, I do like the campfire story. That's a nice touch. And so, having cleared some of the space within the laboratory, Dr. Bustdown steps forward, weaving some of his innate magic and conjuring forth a rather modest-sized, comfortable little campsite amidst this strangely uncharacteristic laboratory.
What, there's a campfire in the
Welcome
laboratory?
to my wonderful
magic
campfire
place.
stories.
I'm this close to punching Dr. Bust down in the
Oh,
face.
campfire
Oh, thank
stories,
you.
guys. I always
Well,
love
can listen
those.
along to the wonderful stories I can tell.
What if things get on fire?
I'm immune to charm.
You can still hear it. You still hear it. You're just not
Karen,
charmed by it.
He's gonna say, may I ask?
But no one. I can just say no
something?
one's charmed by it because what? Just make it funny that I just.
Yeah, you
spawned
could out
something.
force it. Yeah, you can choose
Yeah.
to not. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
was it?
I'm
What
not
was that,
forcing-
Dino?
I wanted to ask. Karen wanted to ask Dr. Bust Down something.
What do
Go
you
for
got?
it.
Do you? He's okay. I'm trying to figure out a way to word this. He says robots have feelings, right? So, do you get scared much?
That is a wonderful question. I can say a little bit sometimes.
What's your
It's not quite often. Some things
biggest
kind of scare me.
fear?
If I had to pick one,
Oh no, Dr. Bust Down. You should not have to. Okay.
if I had to
Anyway.
pick one, it's being stranded alone.
I see. Thank you for the information.
Being all alone.
No problem.
I get that.
Just a head pat to Dr. Bust down's head. It's like,
Pyrie is just going to glare at. I don't know the name of your character. I'm sorry, you know.
Aaron.
Dino.
I just,
My character,
Yeah.
Pyrie's just gonna glare.
Fine. Mm.
just like, and then back to the stories. That was a fun time. Any recommend or actually, you know what? Sure. Well, anyone got any more? Any other questions? This is part of it.
I mean, I don't.
Fair enough.
You have a favorite
You are my
color.
creator.
Yeah.
This is just interview Dr. Bus down time, I guess.
Yes, I'm in the
This is if you got
mansion,
any questions, well, to the campfire teller, storyteller, you are allowed to just ask questions, I guess, right now.
How late is it currently in?
I like blue.
I would say it's roughly just pushing into 9 p.m.
Okay, never mind then.
Don't worry, this fire will last
Try
a
go
while.
to any shops.
Pyrie's gonna put their hand up, like waiting for a high five from Dr. Busdown.
Sure. A little high five. Also, Dr.
Dr.
Buston is doing everything into a microphone. He's doing everything into a
Oh,
microphone still. It's not that loud, but
Dr.
it's still like just like oh, hello there. Another one.
Can you tell me a scary story?
Oh god.
Really scary.
We'll see if there's any in my collection.
You don't have creativity?
Damn.
So you see, I've made many in the past. You see, I've made many in the past and have not shared any of them.
Okay.
I just have
I
the I do the
find them again.
like I'm watching you eyes at Karen, just I'm watching you.
Do you wish to hear a tale that will instill terror?
Oh, April?
Oh,
Hell yeah,
That
I'm
would be
down.
wonderful, Abel.
I cannot
Abel.
guarantee. Maybe it will be to your standards, but
Abel makes his way to the campfire, taking a seat by it as he looks to the others.
Gather around. I will tell you a tale.
Okay.
sure, you can share one too.
Take away your microphone.
Passes
It's
no,
the
no,
noisy
no,
ambiance.
no, passes the normal microphone over.
Ah, gotcha.
Because remember, he has two. He has the.
He's got
Dr.
yep.
Buston has the
Built-in.
rapier and the normal microphone, so he passes over the normal microphone.
Pyrie gives Abel a thumbs up while still glaring at Kieran, or however you
God.
say the name.
Painful. That's okay.
Long ago, there was a warrior, just and fair. He wandered the world, spreading good deeds, and the name and goodwill of his god. For years, he served faithfully. Until one day, the man, growing older, sought more than just blood. He went forth and found a love.
Ooh.
This love changed the man. It sapped him, the bloodlust burning in his heart. But this angered his god, for it interceded with his pilgrimage and service. And so, he turned the innocent followers of his faith against the man. In a night, they burned his home and slew his love. This
I see.
bore a resentment, a hate, a wrath. And as the man returned to his home to find ashes, those same self-followers struck him down. But that wrath burned, and he rose from his fallen state with renewed purpose.
Wonder if this story is about Abel. Keep going.
Oh
Sorry.
no.
He sought out the god he served for years. And over the course of 7 days and 7 nights did they do battle. But the man was but a mortal. Until a king bathed in crimson came forth to answer his single prayer, that the gods might bleed like men. And this king gave the man what he sought. He went on to cut down his god and all others who stood in his way, until a black sun rose upon that world one day, and suffering and death were wrought upon all. The end.
Ah, nice one. That was a good
That's so
story.
Wonderful
Pyre's
story.
going to clap.
To be this person. I truly do.
Pyre's going to
This
clap a
really
lot.
God.
The moral of the story: death is inescapable for all, gods included.
So true.
So true.
So
You're right.
true.
Especially gods.
And when all gods have fallen, then I can rest.
Oh,
That's good.
Pat.
Mhm.
Not like fair. Like gives like a gesture if she can give him a pat on the head.
Pyre goes to give a high five to Abel.
He takes Pyre's hand, catching it as it comes in for the high five, and then looks at it confused.
What? Ah, I know this one. Haha, I know this. The small bird taught me.
Yes, yes.
And he lets go of Pyre's hand before going in for a high five. Way too enthusiastic and way too hard.
Oh my.
That's what Pyre does
That's
as the
wrong.
slap comes to contact their hand and the shoulder wrenches in its socket.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Mine. Oh
Super straight, as a lot of strength, but okay.
no. Yeah.
Perfect point.
Happens.
Pyre's just gonna look at Abel and give him a thumbs up with their non-injured arm.
Blame Gordito. That's all I have to say.
I love
Oh my
Gordito.
Just gonna give a
Gordito, my
thumbs up with their
beloved.
non-injured
I
arm.
love it.
It like how injured is Pyre's arm now?
It's just a quick little like twinge. It's not that like serious.
Either way.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not a waddle
Well, it
over
would
the
heal
grave.
If it
Kinda.
was, I would roll like it's a serious hit when you actually roll damage.
Okay, I don't waddle over to Grace then. Cool.
No
Plus, I just
waddle
imagine
over.
it would. I just imagine it would just heal. It's like, oh.
Yeah, true.
Because
Yeah.
And so,
Oh yeah, I can heal.
as our party gather around the warmth of this magical campfire, taking refuge in this long forgotten laboratory, and having learned so much over the course of a single day, to eventually, one by one, they all eventually fall into a tentative slumber.
Except
gonna
for
say-
Dr. Buzz Down.
Except for Dr. Bust Down.
Whom
It is
fills
playing
the
the ambient-
space with sleep
ambient
sounds.
voice.
Yeah, sleep sounds and ambient noise.
Just like forest noises also playing.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Real.
No. It's those rain sounds.
Yes,
videos.
yes,
Yeah.
thunderstorm.
Honestly, all you hear is I can get one of these. I can get one of these. Like one of these. Yeah. Yeah.
Lorelai's leaving.
The Scarlet Web is a little it's going down.
It's a little rough down here. It's a little rough down
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Pyrie is used to hearing this as they try to sleep. Pyrie is just used to this.
Yeah.
And
at this
Dr.
point, we're just used to it.
Bustdown and Abel go on to take watch for the night as everyone else proceeds to rest. And
doesn't sleep.
he's a revenant. He does not need to sleep.
What do
I don't even
like
remember
again?
if I have the sleep or
They're
not.
like shadow-like things, kind of.
Your
Like
soul doesn't need to
Half
sleep.
like
but
zombie,
it would be
half-
funny if I
They
did.
yeah, they
Like
can
in between.
present. Yeah, it's like a strange. It's a version of undeath. Let's put it that way. Less zombie, more vampire without the blood. They are driven by a grudge, a thirst for vengeance, unresolved business. They usually are driven to kind of defy death until their purpose is done. And
You'll
then
have to show me what Abel
they
looks
return.
like again later.
Actually,
forgot
I
what
think I might
already.
have a picture. Hold on one
I'm
sec.
pretty sure he already showed us, and I just completely forgot.
Happens.
It happens.
Happens.
I know.
Dino's
Oh,
Wi-Fi
okay.
died.
Oh.
It's alright.
Yeah.
We're just about to wrap up for the night.
Yeah, no, Isolde
Yeah.
doesn't have to sleep, but it'd be funny if I did.
I just need to see if Pyrie
think I
needs
have
Simp
to.
or
You
Abel.
just lay down.
Yeah, I just lay down and just
I'm staring at the sigillum I have.
just staring at the ceiling like, this is my life.
And Pyrie is
Happens.
just used to listening to Dr. Bustdown's random noises as they try to sleep.
Oh my god.
Grace is using a baguette as a body pillow.
Perfect.
Oh,
Fair.
I now have possibly a familiar.
Uh-oh.
Oh
I just
yeah.
imagine Dr. Bustdown just plays random music sometimes too.
I realized too I didn't actually decide on what I wanted to do for the familiar either yet, so
So I just imagine any background music
This is
just
kind of
going.
what Abel looks like. This is a good example of what Abel looks
Oh,
like.
yeah.
There he is.
Real.
Trying on the stream or on your little thing out?
It's
On
on
both.
both. Both.
Nah, not simp worthy. Dang it.
Bro had a love anyways. Leave him alone.
Eight.
Had a good life. Back at
Happens.
it again.
But yep, that's Abel in a nutshell.
Hell
That's
Now
yeah.
he's got a zombie pee-pee.
No.
Oh,
What?
okay. That I could have done without. Anyway, moving on.
Honestly,
Yeah,
what-
we could've done without that, but
that
okay.
that
Candy
is
was-
what.
that's one way to end it off.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to end today. Oh my god.
I love Candiva. But that face. Sad face.
Again, we love having the most random ass conversations for these.
And
You
then
know, it's just another
Gandiva
Tuesday.
saying what Gandiva says, me slurp out the blood clots.
Yep.
Simply Eden and
Yeah.
Gandiva things.
Out of here.
That said, the party goes on to spend a rather secure and restful night in this subterranean laboratory deep beneath the chapel. Idle dreams of times long lost, worlds long gone, and all the while stalked by that massive wolfen creature, watching onward as if peering into your memories, your past, your dreams. And as they all eventually drift off to their respective rests, do the daunting tasks of felling this world sit at the fore of their mind. So, with that said, friends, we're gonna end it off there. And I hope you guys come up with a real solid game plan for next session. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.
I
We
don't
got
think
this.
we're gonna remember to do
Planning.
that, bro.
I
Fine.
am.
You
I
might have
got
to
it.
remind us.
I will remind you guys religiously. Trust me.
Yep, I got you too.
We got this. We got this.
We got this for real.
We got this for real, guys. Trust.
So with that
Eden?
said, I caution you. Do keep in mind, you're being watched. Never forget that.
Never forget, we are being
Never forget.
watched and judged.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna save this, but
Being stalked by the god of space and time.
Oh.
I forgot to save
That's
this
gonna
as
be
well.
interesting.
Just all I gotta say is,
What the dog doing?
Yep, yep. Absolutely.
What the dog doing?
What's the dog doing?
oh, you
When
know,
you're
every, every one of these sessions, I'm getting more of these.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
You have to
I
play
want
it
a
again,
whole
Charles,
compendium.
please.
What?
You gotta play the what the dog doing again. You gotta.
You need to hear it again?
Yeah, I want to hear it again.
Okay, here you go.
What the dog doing?
What the
There you
dog
go. You're
doing?
welcome.
Thank
I have
you.
more.
Thank
I have
you.
more. They've heard them.
Amazing.
People
Oh.
have heard them.
This is entertaining my sleep deprived brain.
Fair enough.
I've been playing Final Fantasy for like, I don't know, since like 12 a.m. yesterday.
Oh my god, Meg.
Oh my
Today.
god.
Today, I lied. I'm going crazy.
The second life is beginning.
This is just what happens when I get really into a game. Hyperfixations. My beloved.
Relatable.
Or should I say my disgusting, because this is terrifying.
With that, I'm gonna sign off, guys. I'll catch you a little bit later, okay?
Good night, Silent.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye.
What an adventure, guys. I'm excited to see what happens next. I get the sneaking suspicion things might get a little spicy in the next session. So if you don't want to miss out, be sure to tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See when we usually get started. We also host 2 other campaigns. It's all kind of interconnected. We have the New Few every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. And we have the Godfall crew on Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. If you love yourself some D&D, we got plenty of it here. And a bunch more other stuff in between. With some Code Vein on the docket for this week. I got a new controller. We gonna get back into that bad boy because it was fun. I want to give a special thanks to Toaster Cant and Questbear for those follows. I really appreciate it. I want to welcome you personally to the DPRQ. Hope you enjoy your stay. We're a community of love, positivity, and uplifting goodness. And a bunch of mischief if you can't tell. So you're likely to have a good time and meet some good folks. Before we call it a night though, my friends, let's go and shoot a nice chunky raid on over to some of the fine folks on Twitch. Let's see who's online right now. Send them a nice little raid. Yatako-san, perfect! they are also playing Dungeons and Dragons. So, if you didn't get enough, be prepared to get some more. Spam Yariko's chat with some love and adoration. They're a great content creator and absolutely hilarious. And I will catch all of you fine folks tomorrow for some Code Vein and some more D&D. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest. Most importantly, keep loving yourselves and each other, that tomorrow might be a better day. And I will see you then. Take care.